right? The GMS Trinidad camp coming again, to have a sit down to teach about current events and various topics, the spirit is lead, but we will try to stick on current events right now because as you could see, the world, all the things that we've been saying coming to pass. There are other people saying that the Crown Vic Royal was World War III. There are other people saying that. And we have to remain consistent. No, this is not a World War III. We tell them what World War III will be, and it's happening right before our eyes. The beginning stages. I'm not just saying that, but the beginning, it building up. The build up beginning. You understand?
See what the RFID as well. Meaning, it's not the RFID. I don't see what the mark of the beast.
The mark of the beast, yeah.
Crown Vic
was the mark of the beast. Yeah, a lot of them say that, and we told them, no, it's not that, it's the chip. And they will see it coming. You understand? Because why? The Lord gave us the answers. We have the answers. In these last days, we have, which is the most important thing, the answers. Because the answers going to be more important than money. Because money, when it fails, people going to want answers. We have it through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashem and Shai. Scripture saying Isaiah 33 and 6
There's Sirach 39 verse 1. It says, but he that giveth his mind to the law of the Most High, and is occupied in the meditation thereof, will seek out the wisdom of all the ancient, and be occupied in prophecies. As we were now saying, we had the answers. Right? It says, he will keep the sayings of renowned men, and where subtle parables are, he will be there also.
Come and see, they have ChatGPT or Great Millstone. They say Great Millstone. Nah, say. Yeah, did we get one professor? Yesterday morning. Huh? Yesterday? Okay, so yesterday, I think it today, so yeah, I watch it daily. It could be a year ago, but I know he does do rapid videos, to cheap videos with it. But he asked ChatGPT about Great Millstone, and say Great Millstone is known for prophecies. Right? Prophecies. That is one of the main things. I want to get it. I want to read the examples, but yeah, that's it.
It says, he will seek out, verse 3, he will seek out the secrets of grave sentence, and be conversant in dark parables. And when you read the book on Proverbs, the first chapter, and I believe around the 3rd or the 6th verse, it says they go teach subtlety to the simple. And we were once simple, but now we have the art of being subtle into going into these prophecies and making it clear upon the table to let the people know this is what Yahweh Bashem Yahushua is saying. Go ahead. Come.
Matthew chapter 13 and verse 10. And the disciples came and said unto him, why speakest thou unto them in parables? Alright, because you just read that these what?
Verse 3. It says, he will seek out the secrets of graven sentences and be conversant in dark parables.
He will repeat it?
It says, he will seek out the secrets of graven sentences and be conversant in dark parables.
Dark parables. Right? Matthew 13 and 10. And the disciples came and said unto him, why speakest thou unto them in parables? He answered, he who answered is who? Yahushua, the spirit of prophecy, and said unto them, because it is given unto you to know the mystery of the kingdom of God. But unto them it is not given.
The word mystery, right? What the mysterion in the Greek, which means shown to the initiated and not to the ordinary mortal. So, Yahushua didn't reveal a mystery to ordinary men. It's just he revealed the secrets unto the silver of the prophets. And prophecies go back to our prophet, to prophesy, to say before.
So what? To say before. And the reason why I brought that Matthew 13 out, because on the time down here, yes, we are excited also to see wars and rumors of wars, right? Because there's wars and rumors of wars right now, as we were saying. In San Diego is what? Basically, it's a million man march. No more wars, right? But the prophets know that what takes precedence is prophecy. So before World War II actually pops off, which is going to be one wars, the RFID, sorry, the MOTD has to be passed, which is the RFID microchip. Which there's another mystery of parable that men don't understand.
In Psalm 78 and verse 2, I will open my mouth in a parable. I will utter dark sayings of old.
Hi, yeah. The parables and allegories are both literal devices that literally, what?
Literally.
No, literally.
Literally or literal goes back to commemorated.
Literary
Literary.
devices that use stories to
Right,
convey
so like
deeper
when
meaning.
it's English, English grammar, English literature.
Can
Right.
English A and English B.
Commemorated.
I read over. Parables and allegories are both literally devices that use stories to convey deeper meanings, but they define their complexity and scope. A parable is a short, simple story designed to teach a moral or a spiritual lesson.
Spiritual lesson.
Right? Often with human characters facing moral dilemmas. An allegory, on the other hand, is a longer, more complex narrative where characters, events, and settings represent abstract ideas or real world people and
Have you turned the blue letter?
I want to say to Hosea 12 and 10. Hosea 12 and 10 says, I have also spoken by the prophets, and I have multiplied vision and used similitudes by the ministry of the prophets. Right? And that way it's saying there. Right? There's a similitude, something similar to something. So when John say you see a mark in the right hand and the forehead, he expressing something we see, we know at that time.
If I could just back you up in the NLT, Baba Kusha.
Yeah?
There's the same precept in the NLT. It says, Hosea 12 and 10, I sent my prophets to warn you with many visions and parables.
Parables. And when John says he sees fire come down from heaven, if he was talking about, he telling you, he could have telling he is. He can tell you ICBM. You don't know ICBM. You understand? When they see arrows flying to the ends of the earth, they can tell you ICBM.
Now let's explain to you what it is they know in their time. What it really look like. Or it look like a fire in front of a fire behind, like a dragon or something flying.
When you look at some of the recent videos the time what's going on with Israel and Iran, and you see in the night skies, you see some of these missiles coming down. What it looking like fire coming down. Literally looking like fire coming down. And
So what he described, he says stars falling from heaven, falling down to the earth, and earth with a great earthquake.
Satan and his angels went to fight.
Satan and his angels.
Michael stand up. Michael will stand up. No.
That's a great. Satan and his angels.
Michael. Revelation 12 and 7.
Great friends.
Yeah, Revelation, Michael, right?
Like 12, like Daniel.
Revelation chapter 12 and verse 7, it says, and there was war in heaven. Michael,
As you
Version 2 and 10.
Right, so
Revelation 12 and verse 7, and there was war in heaven. Michael and his angels fought against the dragon, and the dragon fought against his angels. And his angels.
One form of heaven is what? Sky above. One thing is rulership. Right? one fire, but the rulership. So Satan represents what? What Satan means adversary. So the adversary and his messengers, they fought against Michael and his messengers.
That is a past, future parable. That is has to do with what happened before. There's a future parable.
Yeah, prophecy.
The Christians using that as a past as
That happened.
Satan fighting against and it's a war in heaven.
What, so
Yeah.
why,
War in heaven is to come.
so why would it be written in Revelation?
Can. Why?
Something to be revealed.
Yes.
If it happened from the beginning,
Why do we
it's supposed to be in Genesis. So before you read in the beginning, you're supposed to read about the war in heaven.
I just look at Christians, they're still in preschool.
Beyond the before
Brain fluid.
Yeah, they reach in school.
You understand? You finished?
Yeah, I finished.
Yeah, I don't read
I have a piece of Revelation to bring out here. Yeah? Alright, I'm going to go this quick. Revelation 6, I read from 12. And I beheld when I had opened the sixth seal, and lo, there was a great earthquake, and the sun became black as sackcloth of hair, and the moon became Come. Who coming after him?
behind
Galactus right behind him.
Peter, yeah.
Can I present them?
The mother boxes
Back up.
and them.
Tuesday,
Who coming?
Doom. Sorry, Doom.
Who coming here? Who coming? Yo, we had it for your shine. Is destruction coming? So we not on that Christian thing about this place to get better. No, all they don't understand the scriptures, the shy say coming to do what? To take the crumbs of the kings. He ain't coming to give out no fucking ice cream. And flowers, and talk about God and everybody. No.
I want to be quick. Psalm 7 and 1. Shake your horn of David, which he sang unto the Lord, concerning the words of Cush the Benjaminite. Oh, Yahweh, my power, indeed do I put my trust. Save me from all them that persecute me, and deliver me, lest he tear my soul like a lion, rending it in pieces, while there is none to deliver.
Yeah, because that is who Yahushua coming from. He coming for all the heathen. And all the Israelites who is heathen too. Coming for all you. You know what I mean? And I say it in a way, and I say hopefully as of the elect. Or we as of we are of the elect, hopefully. But we don't want to be on that side. We want to be on the righteous side.
You're humble.
Yeah. You know? Prisoners of hope. Prisoners of hope.
Don't bring it out there, Kusha. Yeah, it's 2 Corinthians 4 and 13. It says we have the same spirit of faith according to as it is written. I have believed and therefore have I spoken. We also believe and therefore we speak. Because that is what the man of the Lord really, that's what I really saying it too. You understand? He had to have confidence, but it's that who believe. Right?
Guess
Because
what? These Christians don't believe in Yahushua. They don't believe in even in who they believe in calling Jesus. They don't believe he gonna come back. Right? They don't believe Yahushua gonna come back. What they believe? They believe here is the kingdom of heaven. So here should get better.
They say that basically they say when they have the Lord neither be good, neither be
no
evil.
Yeah.
They don't understand the scripture.
Since we fall asleep.
All things continue as
Continue.
So that's it. Second, just 15. One down, 1, 2, 1 down. The incredulity of them.
Yeah.
Because they don't understand the Lord. That when you quote the scripture, he will send their pastors after my own heart. That will feed you with wisdom. And you understand that. Where I understand that the Lord is a terrible power.
That's it.
One of his titles was
Shadia.
terrible demon like power. Think about it. It's like a warrior that relentless. You don't know what to stop.
Correct.
Stop until the last.
That's right.
enemy drop.
That's right.
Hey, look, KFC has an incredible promo.
It's Zechariah 9 and 12. Turn you to the stronghold. Turn me into the return.
You understand? The extraterrestrial body, you understand? Basically coming back to our Lord, getting the Lord's name. You understand? So this is a good news to the elect, the ones who believe. But the ones who don't believe, this is bad news unto them. That's why they got more and scoff.
But you know what going on with these Christians? They don't hear how people come out and Jesus, and Jesus,
Yeah.
and Jesus. That is why they say we don't teach you. But once you teach you the kingdom, what you teach
That is it. That
Once
is
you prophesy, what you feel the spirit of prophecy is who?
Once you're not teaching Jesus, you're not teaching anything good according to them because they believe in their doctrine. So when you come in something opposite to them or contrary to what they're saying, you lose that devil.
Because they don't read. They don't read. They don't understand what the scripture
Yeah,
is.
precept.
That is not for them.
no, you have to go and precept.
Because I hear Brother Daniel are talking about immortality now. So I type up on ChatGPT. I say, are the elites of this world trying to seek out immortality? Say yes, many elite billionaires and technologists are actively pursuing longevity and even immortality.
That's what the word. What do you think all that technology is for?
Is that about that?
What do you think the blending mushy with man for? They want to live forever.
So you only have two groups of people really studying to live forever. The elect and them.
I keep telling all you since a while, when I was telling you about this animation show called Pantheon, you actually see them went through the process of that and taking, they melt these people's brain, literally melt your brain and trap all the data and information. And as how they would have it in the show, they trap your essence of your consciousness as well in data, in a data mainframe, and upload it to a big mother cloud. And everybody existing now in a 2D state, right? They put everybody in data form, and if you want to come out, you have to have artificial body, a robot-like body that can hold the data, and you're going to it. And basically you're living forever. And some of them have the ability beyond those, like the ones that went ahead first and went into that data state first, they have access to all parts of the data, so they're like gods in that. And the others just following their thing.
What precept evidence?
It said this pursuit is real and well funded and rooted in scientific and philosophical ambition. Here's a breakdown. Who's involved? Jeff Bezos funded Altos-Lab, a biotech company focused on cellular rejuvenation and anti-aging. Peter Thiel, co-founder of PayPal, Elon Musk, Ray Kurzweil, Larry Page, and Sergey Brin, Google founders. So all of them studying to find a way to live for eternity, because that is the only victory. You know? If you could find out how to live eternal, you want to forever.
But they do it the wrong way.
They do it the wrong way. It have a way to do it. They do it on the left hand side, but it have a way. We know the way.
You know the way.
Shoot on the light.
Shoot on the light, but the not of the light. The
Natural way. We don't need to all these machines to put them in.
Nah, that ain't gonna
We
work.
do it the natural way.
God.
Yeah, we shall go and bring them bodies.
True.
Yeah.
Nice. Witchcraft. Nice.
That wicked old Edomite that there the other day, Prince Charles. King Charles.
King Charles.
Charles.
Now he dead. He must tell about no the
Philip, the Queen husband.
Queen husband.
Yeah. I think
Now
it
he
was
had
Philip.
real, and then one of them Rothschild, them old bastard that died to my mother saying about the amount of heart transplant he did. He did a young heart. And paid it inside he box out thing to try and live forever.
Guess who heart it was?
Jakes.
Come on.
It was no pig though.
Like get out.
Get out, man.
But the both sides still strike him. The both sides still turn around and shoot him who is the power. You know?
Yep.
You can actually see his face, he's there that he trying to say like you know, that
That would be looking like
a
Walking Dead.
zombie, you know?
Like Walking Dead.
Because
I've got precept the back of the brother.
It's not natural. It's not natural.
That would be said. You gonna know?
That's something to add to what the brother was saying when you finish.
Now you go ahead.
There's Deuteronomy 32 verse 39. It says, see now that I, even I am he, and there is no God with me. I kill and I make alive. I wound and I heal. Neither is there any that can deliver out of my hand.
So that is it.
Can't get away.
Christians can't come to that term that the Most High is a balanced God.
That is it.
How could you be a God and you only have one emotion?
Yeah, look at Moss. He trying to do that muling. And
Yeah.
when you go into the trials that he's doing right now, they're getting deeper and deeper in planting the actual brain. They try to take your brain now and put it in a device where they can transfer it to any other body.
Yeah.
Because when you watch that Total Recall from years ago with this actor, Arnold Schwarzenegger and the other one, when they go into no, you might I'll take the Total Recall when he went to when he went to the taxi and if not a robot was driving in the taxi and before he robot out and he started drive. But Arnold Schwarzenegger
Terminator?
Nah, Arnold Schwarzenegger was in Total Recall.
Total Recall.
Yeah, that is Total Recall, sir.
Because
Judge Dredd,
That was fat man with glasses. I know he talking about.
because that one they had the people living on that ground. There wasn't getting fresh air or something, and in the end, they ended up opening it up and air started burst out through the air. But what I'm trying to say is that right now must launch a taxi service where you don't need anybody to drive taxis, so they're trying to put Uber and all them people out of business right now. And to take that from the movies back then, would actually bring it into effect now. So a lot of movies from 1993 around there, 92, they actually put it out there already. Would they try to accomplish in this time? If you go back to the old movies from back there, go understand we don't know, you know.
The most accurate is Tony Stark. This one that Tony Stark built. That robot, he looking for a body that he wants.
Oh, yeah, can. You know that one?
What's his name again? Ultron.
You know that happened. That's when the thing take place in the lab.
Yeah.
Where the robot download itself
Yeah.
and kill the scientists and the post. That was on the news. That happened already.
There was a recent one they were showing, but I call where a robot melting. He was melting and escape and build back up himself.
Yeah,
Yeah. It's like and I'll show you how, as the brother says, how deep he's going on into. What happens to back up about the 2/3 basically that game in the world. Right? So as they bring it out, this is the book of Second Corinthians chapter 4 verse 4 in the GNT, and it read right go after 4 verse 4. Right, can it say they do not believe because their minds have been kept in the dark by the evil god of this world. As going back, we were saying earlier on, that's why they got understand basically they were up on this Jesus because Jesus have a vibration of this world. You understand? This is the God of this world put forth to Israel or put forth to the world that this is the God who they serve. So we are the serve. Going back into the precept when I was talking about all of the serve one God. So it's not new, not the son. Right? The 2 Corinthians 4 and 4. Yeah. Right? So it say continue it say he keeps them from seeing the light shining on them. It said the light that come from the Lord Yahweh it said the light that come from the good news. That is the line up for the next one. So basically we bring out the good news that as the scripture say, the holy generation and separate people until the Lord power. Not say that we are the light, you understand? But they don't understand the law, statutes, and commandments. This is the way we're supposed to be walking. We're supposed to be walking it. But 2/3 get so tired, pray and bless that. Pork, pray over that, bless that, eat. You understand? A man wife, that old time laws, you could go tell a man wife normal. So certain things like these things, you could share. So certain things men just doing willfully because the law slack on the land. You understand? So continuing, it say from the good news about the glory of Yahweh Bashim Yoshai. What the Lord's glory is his judgment. That's what they don't understand. Because when they came to Moses and said, Moses, how you alone deal with the Lord? Let me go and deal with the Lord too.
Yeah.
When they see the wrath of the Lord, what they do? They say, hey, better you deal with him.
You deal with him.
You understand? And the same spread back here today. You understand? So they basically telling us, hey, better you or they deal with their God. Because he dreadful and he bringing out judgment in the cities and he come with chariots and going to destroy the wicked and yeah. So let me do it, gentle Jesus.
It's a banging capital Babylon in someday. A lot of people used to pass their capital. So a lot of people used to pass and say, hey, that God used to go to dread, by
See? That is it.
That God used to go to dread, by you know. So they want to go back to set your body.
The Old Testament, the Old Testament, God and the Old Testament, he's a dreadful God.
Yeah.
Even what he God and the New Testament.
You do that. What do you want to say? Who passed when shit the other day is that one is when is genocide.
Yeah.
That one is when genocide is big brother.
Them let charge the most I know.
Yeah, boy.
Them easy, you know.
Someone finish it up here?
Even when you go back to the scripture, what the brother read, read 32. When you go down to 41, you say, if I wet my glittering sword, I'll do the wet. Goes into what? Sharp blood. And that sword goes into who? Esau. So right now he's sharpening up Esau to bring that all these calamities.
Revelation 6 and 4.
Ezekiel 21. He said, I saw the sharpen.
Yeah, to make a great slaughter.
Yeah. And wait, say Revelation 6 and 4, you see, he giving power unto that same sword. To take away the peace, all the mirth will not cease. So finishing it off here, it say, who is the exact like? Read back out to Parliament. It say, from the good news about the glory of Yahweh Bashim Yoshai, who is exact likeness of Yahweh. What Yahweh Bashim Yoshai basically.
Proverbs 29 and verse 10.
I don't need that thing.
Just is so. Esau is bloodthirsty.
Like next version,
That's
KJV.
Proverbs 29 and 10. The bloodthirsty, the upright. Who's the upright? Jacob. Who the people who they see that they put the chip in?
Jacob?
MOTB, Jacob.
When you see 19 come about, the snake and the wife did snake before the divorce and thing. It must be first implemented on the
the Latinos, the Negroes. Yeah.
So they would have wanted to see that.
What did Elijah say? That niggas just multiply like cockroach.
Yeah, what I say in Egypt too.
Yeah. And that's the back of yesterday. That is why the doctors and them was coming out and saying they didn't need everybody to take it. They just needed how much percent? 75.
If you all remember, I had a case where one country got another country's it was a South America, I think it was Brazil. Some country kept Brazil to certain vaccine. And they said,
I'll give you
that
one was designed
for
image.
Brazil.
The image,
That one was designed for the Chica crossing.
Why
Well, look at the word bloodthirsty, you're going to do with blood of the wine, right? And second word was well, how red? I'll give you this one, right? To the side, to the stick, to the weight. To the struck drum, to the side, to the weight, to the top, to the side. To cut off. To cut off.
Because you waiting for blood. Yeah, waiting silently in a corner just to strike. Yeah.
Like a crouching.
Like a, yeah,
I
crouching.
have the word here on the letter online. It says also bloodthirsty. It says he got to shed blood.
You got to shed blood.
Ooh.
I'll piece up after I finish, brother.
Yeah, you done it?
Yeah, right.
Yeah. So I remember I now asked them about Of immortality, right?
Immortality.
ChatGPT, right? So I ask the question, I say, would a microchip implant aid the technocrats if they were successful in putting one in the majority of the population on Earth in achieving immortality? And they say, yes, but only indirectly and primarily for the technocrats themselves, not for the general population. I say, of course, then I say, of course for the technocrats. I say, of course for the technocrats themselves. They say exactly, when we talk about immortality through microchip infrastructure, it's not for the masses. It's for the technocrats themselves, and the microchip is a tool to build a control grid. Their goals. Here's how that could work in more detail. And it's a global biodata harvesting, which is what they're doing right through when you getting all the information. You sign up for this.
You accept cookies, you accept cookies.
You accept this, you accept all of that, right? There's a thing the billing, is a system billing right now. Real-time biological data, massive pattern analysis. Right, so yeah, basically, that basically a day.
If you talk about that billing system, because how you think AI come about? AI is just an upgrade of Google, you know.
That's all it is.
That's it.
Like all AI is an upgrade of Google, you know.
Google mixed with Meta.
Right, so they take all the people information from building, and they just take it and integrate it into
That's it.
system.
Yeah, it's everything.
Facebook, you, your face, your network, your friend, your circle, connect all that together.
Can.
Because it's
Because-
ultimately to achieve a goal. Live forever.
That's it.
Because that, that is it. What I was trying to say in John 3:16, the Christians is read one of the most deepest, one of the most deepest precepts, and they don't understand what it means.
Shalom Akim.
Shalom.
For God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son, that whosoever believeth in him should not die.
Shalom. Not die.
Surely die.
Can. I have a quick one to add to Baba
Death
Kasha.
is our main
Watch them chief. Put that.
problem as a nation. Death. That was our problem. Death. He was going to conquer it.
First Corinthians 15,
Can.
that's only last thing that you have to conquer. Right? We have the example of the
conquer death.
Fear not him that can destroy the body, but fear him that can destroy the body and the soul in heaven.
That's right.
Because the Lord can have you bogged down in this time. So you bogged down to take the multi-BIT or the RFI, the microchip, which we know what it is. Right? To take that ticket and they're going to be saved from what? Pestilence and famine. They're going to be saved because what? You choose the mighty men, you choose the ruler after the ruler had. You can talk about that. That the follow the mighty men. I'll refer you to that one. I'm only speaking to that one.
I was just going to say like, so that's why the one, the chip is not just, it have a greater purpose. Track everybody is one, make the cells God on the face of the earth is one.
Yeah.
By putting that chip in everybody, that is what they're going to do. Make themselves a God on the earth.
It's like Iron Man. You understand? When they're ready to recharge back themselves.
Yeah.
So the always basically, live in fire forever because all I do is just plug on yourself and then tap in the back, to the self.
I can bring a quick piece about Kasha.
Well,
The Psalms 37 verse 12 to 14, it says, the wicked plot against the just and gnasheth upon him with his teeth. Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua shall laugh at him, for he see that his day is coming. The wicked have drawn out the sword and have bent their bow to cast down the poor and needy and to slay such as be of upright conversation. And that goes into lifestyle, because this device would want to bring. They think ultimately they're gonna fulfill the accuser being the accuser of the brethren. saying like, yeah, that is your people, Lord. What should I do? They come and take my device. They come under my spirit. How them is your people? Because they want to go on that God complex. You understand? They want to be on that level. But that is not what the Heavenly Father have in store for them.
He said better back here. Oh, go ahead.
It says, ye have called wickedness, ye have reaped iniquity, ye have eaten the fruit of lies, because thou did trust in the way of the multitude of thy mighty men.
That's it. So to back up corner here, this is the book of Psalms, chapter 55, verse 22. I start from verse 22. It says, cast thy burden upon the Lord Yahweh Hashem Yoshai, and he shall sustain thee. He will never suffer the righteous to be moved. But to the point, verse 23, it said, but thou, O Yahweh Hashem Yoshai, shall bring them down into the pit of destruction, bloody and deceitful men.
That's what going on. All of them together in the Middle East to do what? To burn all of them right there.
And that's what the masses and that's what the Christians don't have, Bukham alone don't have, the Muslims don't have. That's what the world doesn't have. But them still only the parable. Them still only the parable. Them don't have it. They don't understand that. That their threats are null and void. Because the curse for Israel and Jake is up. You know, it's time for the persecution of the day that you persecuting the oppressor, the mighty. The Lord turn the tables right side up. So that when we say, when we do this, turn to him, call upon his name, Yahweh Hashem Yahushai name. Right? We're going to have to know the name to call upon it anyway. We're not going to get him in the kingdom. We're going to get him in before to call upon it in time of salvation. Joel 2:22, Acts 2:21. They that call upon the name of the Lord shall be saved from what? Dependent danger. Right? We know who we are. Just say, we worship, we know not what. You told the woman, well, that was what we feel then. But we know who we worship, not Jesus the Christ, the Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. For salvation is of the who? The Jews.
That's right.
Israel. Right? So that they are under the parable, they're going to be under the threat of death. They're going to choose, they're going to choose death rather than life. Because I think the chip is choosing death. We just said that death. Worship the peace and the salvation shall take him out. What will happen to them? You are going to pour his indignation with all the mixture. Either the lasers from the chariots or the missiles they're going to receive.
People going to get swords.
Yeah, that's right. So finish it off here in the book of Psalm 55 verse 23. It says, bloody and deceitful man shall not live out half their lives, half their days, half their days, but I will trust in thee. You understand? So that we know with plenty of these elites. They want to live forever and ever, but they ain't living out half of their lives. You understand? Because some kind of cancer, some kind of sickness. Because when they go upon, you understand, Esau, I shall wasted away, you see. So you feel this, so you are not, first thing, you are not melanin. You understand? That alone is a curse. You understand? So you must be against the truth and not the Lord. What about that?
The other thing with the wasted away, again, Esau, is that from like 20, 40, 50, I'm not telling the TV.
Yeah.
So they could have a new heart and organ, the outer shell. They just can't sustain this. They're so wicked that they just can't sustain this world and
Good
fighting against curse from you.
It's so sluggish.
I have a precept. This is Psalm 56 and 1 to the chief musician, the Psalm of David, the servant of Yahweh. He said the wicked transgression, the transgression of the wicked said within my heart that there is no fear of Yahweh before his eyes. Right? For he flattereth himself in his own eyes until his iniquity be found to be
hateful.
And they say they say they don't need God of the Bible anymore. You understand?
Phantom God.
Yeah, so they making bold statements.
He's a small hat.
Small hat guy.
No longer has to be believe in the fairy tale God in the clouds. That's what you call him, a fairy tale God in the clouds. So they talk about the Psalms 19 and 17, all the heathen that forget power. They forget he's a Alashad,
Yeah, bless I tear in pieces.
I said Donald Trump yesterday when they gonna bomb Iran. You hear what he say
He stopped.
his God bless America
Yeah.
and bless thing and then
Last thing he said.
God bless Iran too. But we don't know what he talking about, you know. It's Satan he talking about it because I want to do it back from it and that one that he did. Them is strictly devil worshippers.
That is it.
So them know what they're calling on there and talking to bless Iran.
My question is
What?
which God? Jesus Christ? So Jesus Christ going to bless war? Yes. Jesus Christ not going to bless war?
Yeah.
But any Christians believe in Jesus Christ? So what God Trump praying to? If the Christians who believe Jesus Christ on the outside, they're marching by the millions and San Diego right now. What God? Is that a different God then? You was watching Tucker Carlson versus Ted Cruz. Tucker Carlson said that he's a Christian. Ted Cruz said he's a Christian going to Sunday school. And you know that the God of the Bible say what? Bless Israel. Tucker Carlson asked him which Israel, the government of Israel. He said no. Israel. He said but the Israel that is there now, is there the government? He bring it back to know Israel.
Who is Israel?
Who is Israel?
That's the thing. Are they blessing people that are cursing before? Are they hissing? Are they
Israel?
Yeah.
Anything about them both is still when because Tucker Carlson met the apostles. So you see, they still wouldn't come to admit. Confess.
Yeah, because you know the truth. He contradicted them. Because you know that who is true people are who fit that description. That is it.
He even tell him, so you believe that the people across there is the same Israeli Bible? And the man say, well, yeah. And you understand?
And you split off just
he say, what verse is that?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I don't even know the
Bible.
verse.
Wait, in the Bible.
No, what he has to say is in Genesis.
He had 2 for 6 because you see when you come among the ancient, you come among the wise, you go and be fed. So he come and he be fed and he go and he say, nah, this thing what he's been saying, it's real and it making sense.
Precept here, this is the continuing Psalm 36 and 3 say the words, just to back all up, the words of his mouth are iniquity and deceit.
Yeah, because Tucker Carlson, next time you have that holy brother here from England, he did a lesson on Tucker Carlson, mentioned it in the Hebrew Israelites. Right? And it was weird because he didn't give a truthful account of the interaction with the apostles. Because you remember when he met the apostles, he denied being Tucker Carlson.
Yeah.
The apostles had to it out. And he listened. Right? Which is the account. I have the account here. He gave the account in our next interview, saying that he met the Hebrew Israelites and the black Hebrew Israelites and, you know, he didn't go into it as such, but he used that information and know.
All of them know who the Israelites is. Everybody know. Like I now look up there again on ChatGPT again. You know, like the third witness. That that's the third witness. You understand?
The two witnesses.
The two witnesses and then
the third witnesses that helping you.
That is the third too.
AI.
Artificial I do me so Rakaya come say so I look it up and I look up I say, do you know about Great Millstone Israelites? I say yeah, and here the whole breakdown what we just teach, what we about every single thing in detail. Perfect detail. Who the Israelites is. So I say, you see, they're studying me. They know about me. All of them know about me. Everyone of them.
That one say book of wisdom must come see if they really are the sons of the living power. You understand? So that's what they're gonna do. Yeah, that's even all right. Well,
My them plantation chiefs like Tucker Carlson and them under order, you know, so them just got come on TV and say certain things just so that really by the weekend,
yeah.
you'll find them in a tub overdose. You understand? So them know that the pick with the scene on
Yeah, because
certain
make
things.
sure Ted Cruz was calling them anti-Semite. Make sure correct that and make sure say that he's not anti-Semite. That he is pro. He didn't make himself an enemy of Israel.
Them that's just gas going on TV and gaslighting everybody, you know, them small acts and them. The day when the day when we knew when the bomb Iran, Netanyahu come and says Iran attacked them and everybody see it's them doing them come and try to Iran and play victim. You know them that's occurring all the time, man.
You know who's talking about that? The lady that say, who they stop for this news, this couple. One or something, so Beyond, right? She said the same thing. She said they play victim after they was the one started
All
it.
the time, like a woman.
Right, but what's the scripture? Yeah, like a woman, like a bitch. But the scripture say that he shall be known as the border wicked man.
Can.
So this is him being manifest.
And what's Russia? Russia like
yeah. Holy night. Yeah. Yeah. You were shot for the war.
the Cold Wars.
Wars.
Yeah. Just supply now.
Yeah, supply.
Allies and
Proxy wars.
Can. I'm about to say after I finish it.
If I never saw bombs hit Israel, we hit them right now.
Mm-hmm.
So real people on the road are sending trees are fucking Mr. Iran.
Yeah, North Korea, Russia.
Because they never see this happen. So while I want to say if I hit that hard coffee, I'll keep on sending some drinks so he can drink, but he can hit it on hard coffee.
God.
We say it's strong right now. We have nuclear capabilities. Turn your
Breaking news went out basically in Babylon where is the Russian submarine, the biggest submarine I think they say disappear from radar. Poseidon, yeah, the nuclear Poseidon, which is the Tiger Weaver, biggest, yeah.
And you know it's one of the
serious.
you know it's one of the beautiful thing about Poseidon. Poseidon undetectable.
That is it.
Because what has happened is before it reaches target, it is moved dead slow. Dead slow it is moved. And when it's close to reach where it had to go, it is just boom, speed off. That is how terrible Poseidon is.
Hey, another show technology that the Lord poured upon his smiths. So you tell me undetected and just so like the technology just give it that boost to say alright, time to speed up now, and it's just like a switch to no, just it's like a simple but you can call our phone and it ring off and it's explosion. Same way with these technology, no? Yeah.
Things they're doing there that can undetectable. So you can go very slow
and
you will
very
detect it,
fast. Yeah.
and you can go
Very fast.
and still undetected.
Like
Yeah,
like what we're with the ballistic missiles where Ukraine shoot off Israel.
undetected
Yeah,
so fast.
they say the Doom can't even keep up. You understand?